Don't mind the skeleton AFK killing at the moment. Welcome back to episode 55 of the Underground Survival Series. We are here once again inside of the skeleton farm. I'm really impressed as to how this turned out. You guys seem to really like it, so thank you all so much for the feedback. Yeah, so there's more inside of there. I'm just going to let this filter. We're going to end up with a lot of things inside of there. We made two changes. We suggested in the comments section to add a staircase there. That will stop the items from overspilling and having to pick them up all the time. These items will eventually make their way inside of here. And there we go. There is going to be a lot of broken ones of these. There is one more change that I need to make inside of here. And that is we need lava. So we're going to start off by taking away... Have I broke the stairs? Haven't broke the stairs. We're going to put some lava inside of here. So that's the first thing we need to do. But yeah, 55 episodes. Kind of curious. Has anybody seen all of the episodes? Because we've done a lot. In case you guys want to see some extra bonus stuff, make sure you follow me on twitch.tv/ECKOSOLDIER, because every single week we stream this series, the bonus stuff. And I've got some new things to show you. I've got some new visitors. Some unexpected visitors. And if you follow me on the stream, you would have seen exactly what we have. So I did have a bunch of suggestions on how to change this. But to be fair, everyone was like, it's actually okay, Echo. I think you're being too strict on myself. And yeah, we're trying to strive for perfection. And to be honest, I think it's perfect enough for me to use. I've been killing a lot of skelly bones. So we're getting a lot of loot now. Everything's starting to fill up, which I'm happy with. Honestly, it's the whole point of this. And, yeah, something else that I may... Is this full? Dude, there's so many things inside of there. I don't think they're all filtering correctly, so we'll just whack them inside of there. We'll keep one of those. And, wow, we managed to fill a whole entire thing. That's why we need lava, because I do not need this many bows. So, after doing that, after doing my skeleton farm, I might just revisit my zombie farm and redesign that room as well. But I got some new things to show you. We mined it out. It took me 3 hours to get this done, but we mined it out, and we've got some new visitors. Iron golems. How, why, what, when? No idea why, guys. I mined out this whole entire room. Probably a combination of 2, maybe 3 chunks, and these guys started to spawn. Everybody meet Tiny. Everybody meet Tiny. So, yep, he's Tiny, clearly. We need another name for the Iron Golem, by the way. So we got 2 of them. You know what? We might even have 3. There was another guy down here. Unless that's him and he's wandered his way back in. So this is quite convenient, to be honest with you guys. Because what I'm going to be building in this room is this is going to be my treasure room. It's not going to be all the treasure room, just so you know. So my plan is to walk down here and have treasures along this side and also have treasures along here. But I don't want to use the whole entire room, but I wanted to start expanding here. So at this moment, we've named Tiny. Tiny's Tiny, right? We've got one more guy to name. My items are pretty much all named at the moment. So we've got hard hat as hat. We have pants, leggings as comfy pants. Boots or Crocs. That's a defender. This is now called the Buster Breaker. Just seems to fit really well. We're not calling it Echo merch or the t-shirt. It just didn't really fit. We have the pickaxe from the last episode called 3rd Time's a Charm. Really like it. The sword is called All Smitey. I like it since it's the Smite sword. Doug, Chip Chop, and we have Shooting Star. So there's still one more thing that I need you guys to help me name. All right, and best answer, or the best one that I like most, is going to be the one that we get picked. And that is going to be my elytra wings. We've had many suggestions, but nothing has really stood out very well for me. We are going to work on these. I need a name for them. I've spent so many XP levels on naming things recently. We've got the Dragon Slayer, because sharpness is good for the dragon. We've got Forky, because it's like a throw... I mean, we could name a fishing rod, so we could name 2 things, right? So we're looking for two names. And even a name for the Iron Golems, there's 3 things. Whew, okay, so, yeah, we've been incredibly busy. I've been incredibly busy, but we're not going to waste any time. So what I'm going to do is inside of my backpack, I'm going to briefly show you guys what I'm planning to do here. Now, in order for me to do this, we're going to need to get ourselves some, I'm probably just going to use blocks. I don't need too many blocks, and we're going to need these as well, but we are going to need a couple more of those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert you into redstone. we need to go get ourselves a little bit of glowstone. Typically 8. So this is where you guys need to help me. 8 of the rarest items in Minecraft that you can obtain. I might make it a little bit bigger depending on how big the room is going to be. But I'm typically looking for the 8 rarest things. Like dragon egg, wither skull, dragon head, stuff like that. There's a couple that we already know. We need to make some of these. Well, first port of call is to make sure I get my lava inside of there. Then I can come back and place all those items inside of my backpack. Something I don't usually do in Minecraft is fill up my chests or use my shulkers enough. That's something I definitely want to do. And since I don't want to fill up my whole entire chest, because we've started to fill them up, like, look. We've started to fill these guys up. I don't want... Is that empty? No, that's fine. So we'll put these in here. I'm hoping the wood's not going to set on fire. I'm just going to keep a close eye on this for a minute or two. So it seems to be okay for now. I'm a little bit worried that I'm going to come back and all my hard work is going to go up in flames. Well, it's a risk I'm willing to take. I should probably make backups on my world. I have backups on my world. I don't think I have backups to this, though. I'm going to back up my world. Okay. Backup is successful. I cannot afford to lose that room after we spent many hours completing it. Okay, so what I've done here is grabbed as many different materials as possible, because this is going to be, again, quite a lot of trial and error, but we're going to set the tone by putting whatever item we get on top of this. Now, we're going to use probably the dragon head as a starter, right? We've got a dragon head here. In fact, we can take 2 things. We can take this, and I can also take... I gotta be careful because I don't want to break too many blocks. I'll take this and this. We can use both of these as just placeholders. I mean, they're rare items, right? So we may as well keep them. So we're going to keep those, and we're going to take you with me. So we do not need any of you anymore. Let's put you inside of there. So let's head down and let's have a little bit of a mess around with some different designs that I want to do here. I also want to explain the process to you guys, because these were the stairs. We kept breaking through into the stairs, so I've had to go down a little bit more. Now I've made this wall 4 thick, and that is because these are technically 2 thick, right? So you've got this wall and then that one behind it. I just thought we could work with a little bit of space. So we're going to fix the whole entire wall there. I want each and every single creation I do to stand out very well here. So what I mean by this is I want them to be in rooms. So we're going to walk down, and I'm probably going to put this a little bit further here, right? So we're going to be able to view this in great detail. Now, the best way for me to do this is to probably start off by placing down these. So we've got this is 1, 2, 3. We'll place it on this one, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, and we'll place it on this one, just as an example. And we've got 1, 2, and 3. And then the stair can go there. This is just we'll put it like that for now. So these are just going to be... Oh, man, I really hate this beacon at this moment because it keeps breaking everything way too fast. So that should be 1, 2, and placed. 1, 2, and this one should be placed as well. So that's going to give me a gap of a little bit to work with there. But that also being said, I might end up changing this. Or, just to make life a little bit easier for myself, it might be worth me just filling this wall. Got a couple of blocks here. How many of these have we got? Filling this base wall with all of these. And then we can mess around with it and cut it out that way. Okay. That is done. So we're going to have to bring this forward by 1 more. Make sure this is silk touch. This is silk touch. We're going to grab you. And we're going to move you there. So that means the best way to explain this is it's going to be 1, 2, 3 there. 1, 2, 3 there. And then we're going to have this and this as the walkway. So I'm going to be able to physically walk this way. And this is where I can start to also introduce the good old magic of using... Do we have any... We'll just grab you. The good old magic of using glowstone underneath slabs. Man, that's never going to get old for me. Now, we trying to make this perfectly even is going to be difficult because I do not know if this whole entire room is even in terms of that to there. Regardless, we will figure something out to do with this. So, we need to change these in terms of block color. So I do have glowstone, but we might be a little bit short here. Alright, so we've got these inside of there. I placed down, by the way guys, just so you know, I placed down these and these on the floor and everywhere else, just as a base example of what I could work with. I didn't do the ceiling because you're probably not going to see the ceiling too much. Yo, what up, Tiny? I love this guy, he's great. Although, every time he comes over, I'm pretty convinced he's going to beat on me. I don't know, they seem really angry. So we're going to make a bunch of these. So these are going to be for my path. I was going to use the ordinary endstone. I realized how beautiful bricks are in this game. I'm just going to pretend you're not there for now. I realized how beautiful these bricks are in this game. There you go. They just want to be on YouTube. That's what it is. It's the only way you can get on there is just to be in the way. And that's going to go like that. Now, like I said, guys, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. So this is now going to change to... ooh, this could work. We could probably try that. So let's take these out. So in case you guys haven't noticed, what I'm trying to do here is show you the whole process of how I want to do this room, okay? I want to show you the whole process of it. I might even have to move this over by 1, because I'm not sure if I want to have these instantly on display. But before we do that, though, this is the biggest problem here, right? So if I place 1 here, gap of 2. So 1, 2, redstone lamp will go on there. Probably best off working with the redstone lamps, actually. This is how we're gonna see how the room size is here now for these, and then it's gonna be 2, this, 2, this, 2, this, 2, this, and as you guys can see, it's not perfectly shaped. I'm okay with that. So what I'm gonna do here is that's going to get boarded up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 there. So we're going to also do 6 on here. So we're technically going to be doing 12. So I'm fine with that. That can be boarded up. So the walk-in is going to be over there. So that's not too much of a problem. I'm kind of happy with that in a way. So I can deal with that. That's okay. As long as we can have the rooms in nice size. So I could probably do this now as well. So that's okay. So what I didn't show you guys is 1, 2, 3. And then that's going to go there. And that's where the glowstone is going to go. Run out of glowstone as well. Run out of quite a few materials today, guys. And then we can put these on top of here. Dude, these iron golems are really, really interested in what I'm doing. Do you want to do it for me? Make yourself useful, since you're meant to be protecting my villages, and you certainly ain't doing that. And the last thing I want to do with these guys is punch one by mistake. Because we all know that's not going to end very, very well for me. I don't know how I'm gonna do this though. Do I just leave it like that? Probably the best way for me to do it, honestly. But yeah, this is the room size. So now I need to break the rooms up into separate rooms. The problem with that is trying to make them trying to separate them. So just like most of my builds, this is gonna be a big trial and error. And I know you guys are gonna say, Echo, you can save materials by using torches. You can, but the fact that I know that these are blocks just feels a little bit more complete for me. So 1 on there, 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 and 1 on there. That is a total of 6. Now, I'm not doing it to the highest because what I'm going to do here is I'm going to blend the roof to go like very similar to how my chest room is. It's not straight up, it's gradually up to be like the perfect combination. So slow and steady, very, very slow and steady. What I am going to do though is behind every single one of these, I'm probably going to put some obsidian inside of there. I think obsidian could work very well. It's kind of like my Minecraft story mode treasure room. Again, I want to try and show you as much as we do here, because this is just how I've imagined it in my head. For specific builds, including this one, this is not pre-prepared. I didn't go into a separate world in creative and design how I wanted it to be. I'm doing this as I go along, because I think some builds, although some of them, when you do pre-prepare, look brilliant. In other cases, I like the unknown, and that's exactly what we have right now, the unknown. So we need to get ourselves a little bit more obsidian. I think if we work with one side to start off with, we can then understand how we can replicate it. I said I wasn't going to use this whole entire room. Judging by the look of this, we probably are. I am glad that we saved a lot of obsidian. This is from when we did my, like, volcanic room. You know, the volcanic biome episode. That's from there. Now, I might do this, and I might not like it, so we might make some more changes to this. But honestly, with the combination of end blocks and the pair, this could work incredibly well. Guy and Golem, I know you're fascinated with the lights like a moth, but please stop standing in the way. So we're going to just use these as two examples. I'm probably going to put the better loot towards the back, so we'll put this here. And I guess this one can go inside of there. I think it's just a great way to have them on display. And what I have not done, though, is... that's one. That's one. We need to grab one more of these. And that needs to go there. I might even board this one up. I'm not entirely sure just yet. So the next thing to do is... I kind of want to make the room separated very slightly. So I think what we could do here... is instead of me using end bricks, which we use quite a lot of these, I'm going to use just the end blocks, just the regular ones, just to separate the room. And then in here, for every single one, just see if I can give you guys a little bit of an example here, is I'm going to do like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then I'll probably use a full block, but I might use these ones. Because I like that texture. Like this. And that's how we have it so far. It's just going to separate the rooms. So in all fairness, I probably should just take out the whole entire flooring. Oh! That was a big mistake, dude. He got in the way. He got in the way, and I kind of... Oh, I'm outie. I am out. He might be tiny, but he inflicts a lot of pain. I'm just going to go away for a minute and just wait for him to calm down. I'm hoping Tiny's got a tiny brain and doesn't remember me. Otherwise, I'm going to have to kill him. Tiny, yo, listen. You listen, bro. Okay. All is forgiven. This is the problem of having iron golems inside of here, but I kind of want to keep them because, hey, they're bodyguards and they are physically protecting the treasures. It all makes sense now. So guys, whenever I build this, I'm always looking for feedback from you guys. So if there's something you like or don't like, let me know. Although this is my series, this is also for you. It's a world for you guys, because you download them every 10 episodes. I'm just coming back real quick. The lava is safe. Okay. I would have been so angry if I built this room, went back to that room, and that room was broken. So just to give you a complete idea here for the flooring, all right, is to separate them, we're going to use these. Because I feel like I've not used this anywhere. And surprisingly, it doesn't do it. It doesn't do it for me, guys. I don't think... No. It actually doesn't... I mean, I don't mind them there. But there's just something about doing the whole thing that doesn't fit. And I can make bricks. Which means that we can then make brick stairs. So we just make... Let's just keep the splitting going, though. I think we'll split the room with these, right? Since a lot of the room creation is from end-related blocks, I still think the separation with these still fits in very, very well. So we just need to replicate this. I don't know what I'm going to put here, but I think it's going to have to be some form of end-related block. But we'll work with the pair first. I'm just making sure the room's the right. So there's a gap of one there. Yeah, this is looking good. All right, so we need to work with the purple. And I need to work with, I think it's, yeah, these. We might need a couple more stairs, so we'll take 2 of these. So you've seen the design here. Let's time-lapse this, and let's get this done. All right, so we're nearly done. So in case you guys don't know, this room is heavily inspired by my Soldier Adventures Season 2, where me, Rob, and Struens, we built a very similar room style to this. But this stands out a lot more than it did previously. I think in here, though, I might even introduce some... We need to decorate a little bit more on the back wall, right? But my thought process... I just figured it out. I don't know if we have enough, though. We need flags. Banners is probably the best way. These are definitely eluding me. The only option that I have that I can think of is stairs. I'm going to have to try this. When I say stairs, maybe not even stairs. Maybe even like that. Yeah, I think slabs will work way better. I just wasted some time using stairs. Slabs, right. So we can ditch these for now. I've already got a bunch of slabs. I don't know what it is about the end bricks, but they just work so well. I think that should be enough. They just work incredibly well. So let's get these done too. So again, we got banners, but again, the design around it doesn't look great, right? So we're going to have to do some form of changes around here. Now, I do have end rods to work with too, so that's something else we can also implement. I just want to have a little bit of a look at how these would work. Do we have any more stairs? We do. That looks a lot better to work with. Obviously, I'm going to have to change. There's a lot more that I need to change in there, though. I feel like we need some kind of decorative block as well. So that being here, they can change into the decoration ones, these ones. Because again, it's going to be a symbolize of changing the, like, you know, having them as their own creation, their own room. So yeah, this is definitely a lot of trial and error. And this is just me doing it as I go along. I haven't prepared this, just whatever's in my brain, it's going into this world. Alright, so far I'm incredibly impressed with this. Had to take the stairs away. That's going to also have to change. I don't know how I'm going to change it, though. I also don't know how we can implement the lanterns. But if we're going to do this, however we do this, we're going to have to take out what's behind them, too. Because we're going to have to fill these with blocks. Probably those ones. Not change it too much, but that is my next thing to do. Having a little bit of a look at this. I'm liking it. I am generally starting to like this room. The ceiling's going to be a whole nother ball game, right? But I might also... So we've got a gap here. So there's 2 there. One, that needs to go up by 1 more. So these are going to go up to about there. So you see what I mean? I've got 1 line there, 1 line there, and then that. So this is going to have to go up by 1 more. I'm trying not to do this too high, though. Because I don't want to have to dig out the... I don't want to have to dig out the ceiling 1 more time. But yeah, I'm hoping you guys are liking this build. I'm trying to show you as much detail as possible when I do these builds. So we're gonna take you out by 2, you out by 2, you out by 2, and then it's gonna be the same over there. I know there's a lot of cut and editing, but honestly, all you're missing is just me doing a lot of this stuff. So we need to do this for every single one. Again, once I've done one room, we will replicate it again. And just like that, this is what we are currently faced with. And I like it. I really, really do. I like it. There's got to be one way for me to implement the end rods. Maybe that's going to be in the ceiling, all right? But what I might do is I might do them in above. I might have them like dangling down. I'm not 100% sure just yet. But in terms of, we're probably going to have to break the ceiling a little bit more. I got to be incredibly careful though, because above me is things that we need. Like my bee farm and stuff like that. But yeah, they seem to be slightly, the iron golems seem to be slightly pleased with them too. But I'm just going to have a little bit more of a mess around with the ceiling and see how I can implement a little bit more light. Or maybe go and get my end rods and see where I can implement them. So I think this can be the perfect combination. It's just going to be with stair, block, and then we're going to go, like, slabs. And that's going to go all the way across, right? So, I'm going to have to bring this... Let's just bring it to about here for now, right? So, I'm going to have to do this for the whole entire room. I'm probably going to have to dig 1 or 2 blocks up, but not the whole entire thing this time. So, what I want to do is try and get this done. Now, this is going to take me a little bit of time. So, let's go. I know there's a lot of cutting been going on in today's video, like between what I've been doing, but this is what I've got so far. Now, what I am going to do here is here, being this one, we're going to make this probably a stair, right? So if we can just break you, maybe not actually. I want to basically do what I've done there, right? Basically what I want to do, what I've done there. So do we have any of these on me? I don't. Let's just grab you for now. And let's just quickly switch this with this. So we do it here. I can give myself a little bit of an example. So I want to just keep the same design going. So I'm probably going to put them as a full block. So this would be, excuse me. That would be there. Nope, 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 nope. That one would be there. And then I think these, not that one. That would be a full block. So I'll try this one. So that gives you a little bit of perspective of how this is going to look. This fits perfectly in the middle too. So I'm probably going to make some changes to each room. I kind of like having these here though. Like these. This kind of separates the room for me. It kind of does. So that would have to come out too. I kind of get the feel of like it's each room, you know, rather than it being fully open. I think this is going to be like one of those things you're either going to like it open or you're not going to like it open. It's going to be yeah, people are going to like it different ways, you know. But I'll try and keep it closed rather than open. See what that looks like. So this is what we've got. This is what we've got. So far, I'm liking it. I do have end rods on me, and the more I'm looking at it, the one location I feel like end rods could fit could be here. But there's going to have to be a block behind there if we're going to do that. So that's something else I'm going to have to look at as well. The only other block that I can think that would fit inside of there would be a slab, but I've used a lot of purple. I think to break up the color a little bit more, if we can bring them in. Gonna have to be a little bit higher though, aren't they? They're on par with it, yes, that's fine. They're gonna have to be about there. I think that can still work. There's something about these end bricks that just work incredibly well. And then since I've done the same design on there, I'm going to have to break up that a little bit more. But honestly, I think I'm going to end today's episode there. I thought he was coming for me again. I'm probably going to end today's episode there. This is what we have, right? The last thing I think we should try and do is probably try and implement these. I think now that it has a little bit of a backdrop, they kind of work. They do. They brighten it up and it stands out. And I like it. So the last thing we'll do here is we'll get all of these in. Now, of course, I've only done one side of the room. We will double the room up. I promise you guys. We're going to be low on blocks, though. I know that for a fact. But I guess that's kind of another excuse for me to go back to the end cities. We had 2 more. 2 more that I'd have to fight with. And I'm okay with that because I wouldn't mind more shulkers. break you. 43. Let's not lose any of these. These are very few and far between, but I think you can craft these as well. I think once you've been there, I think I need pear to craft them, which we've got plenty of. Maybe in a pear farm. But then again, I don't even think I need a pear farm because I don't mind going back and forth from the end city, or the end cities, because it gives me a purpose to go and use my elytra, right? But that seems to work very well. I'm okay with it. There is a lot more work to do here, and I told you guys there's no way I'm going to be able to get this done in one episode, and I'm okay with that. But this is how it looks whenever I can show you guys an example. Like, we look at the skull, and we have a look at the dragon. That is a prime example right there. But if you have enjoyed today's episode, please drop a like. If you have any feedback, guys, I'm always open to feedback, right? I'm one brain, and you guys are many brains. So yeah, we all think differently, and we all work differently. So that being said, have a great day, stay beautiful, and I will eventually catch you in episode 56, where we will get this complete. Catch you next time. Bye.